Sorry about that, guys. I was on mute. My apologies. Sound should be better now. Tell me if you guys can hear me in the comment section. I would appreciate it. Thank you. Now, let's talk about it. We got 2 hours and 14 minutes until the Leicester match, Arsenal versus Leicester, and we're just going to go through a full breakdown of everything that's going on with the two teams, right? So now, first thing I want to show you guys, I want to just show you guys our final training session, some photos from the final training session. And you know what? There is some optimism that we might see William Saliba play his first game as a gunner today. You know what I mean? So let's just go through some of these pictures. If you guys can see, I got the pictures on the screen right now, right? So the first picture here is Cedric, right? Cedric training. You can see Cedric and Said Kolasinac. You can see Emil Smith-Rowe back in training. He's fully healthy. It looks like he's going to get an opportunity at some point this season, right? Then you got Gabriel, who's been a beast already this season. So I'm quite happy to see him. And if you guys haven't already done it, smash that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Arteta showing Gabriel little things to do here and there, right? And then what else we got? We got Calum Chambers. Looks like he's fit and back and ready to play. I don't know if we'll see him anytime soon. Bellerin looks like he's back to his full best. Yes, he might not be the best one-on-one defender, but he is currently one of the best right backs we have. Him and Ainsley, it's a toss-up. So there's some people that are Team Ainsley. There's some people that are Team Bellerin. Me, myself, I'd prefer Ainsley. But you know what? As long as Bellerin's at the club, I'm going to support him, right? We got the captain, the big man up front, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang doing his thing. You know, Saka's always smiling. And then you guys know, you got the two African boys, Partey and Mohamed El-Neni. And you guys already know what's going on with these two guys. We got Willian. Willian's up and down, but you know what? Willian's my guy. We still support all our guys. We don't put no one down. Leno's had a tough last game against Rapid Vienna, but you know what? I'm still positive that he'll pull out a performance today and he'll do something. He'll show us that he's the player that we expect him to be, and he'll show some positive signs moving forward, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the big news is with the team news that Calum Chambers is now back and ready into the team. So this is something that some people might be happy about, that Calum Chambers is back in the team and he looks like he's back healthy and ready. There's been some updates with the team news, so I'm just going to go to team news and show you guys some of the updates. So we got some news on Ceballos, we got some news on Willian, we got some news on Pablo Mari. So you know what? All these guys are looking good right now. They look like they're going to be ready to go, but let's just go through it. So Ceballos, what happened to Ceballos is that he has a left ankle and he has slight bruising. He's now back in full training and he'll be available for selection. Then you got Rob Holding. Rob Holding has a right hamstring injury and he got hurt in the warm-up versus Manchester City. He's more likely looking like he will not be playing this game. You got Willian, who had a right calf strain and issue, but he was assessed and he looks like he'll be ready to go hopefully today. And then you got Calum Chambers, right, who ruptured his, what is that? His ACL. He ruptured his ACL on his left knee versus Chelsea back in December of last year, 2019. On the 29th of December 2019, he ruptured his ACL against Chelsea, and you know what? He looks like he's back fully in training, and this is more good signs. Now, we also got Pablo Mari. If you guys don't know what Pablo Mari is, that's that guy that we signed from Flamengo, the Brazilian. He looks like he's going to be ready to go too. This is some good news, ladies and gentlemen. This is some really good news. I'm quite happy about all this news. And you know what? It's just good to hear that our guys are going to be back and ready. Now, here's the one that a lot of people want to know about, Gabriel. Gabriel sustained an injury back in June on the 21st of June, and it looks like he will not be ready. He had successful repair for his knee, and he looks like he might be able to be back in training, but he will not be eligible for this game on Sunday, right? Which is today, obviously. So he will not be eligible today. Gabriel will not be available. But you know what? Big up to everyone in the comment section. I just want to shout out all the boys. I want to shout out Gunnar Dread. I want to shout out my boy Noor, LFC Sunny, Christian, all you guys. I got Ori Cuz. look, when I do the watch along, I'll put the link in the description for the watch along, and you can come in on that one. This is just a preview, right? So now I want to go to the next part of my preview. This one here is the one that I want to show you guys the most, right? Let's look ahead to the matchup and just look at some of the things with the pregame and everything that's going on with this game, right? So it's a little bit of a preview to show you guys, right? So you got Arsenal versus Leicester. We're going to be playing at 7:15 today, UK time. And this game will actually be one of those games that are on the Sky subscription thing. And you know what? Let's just talk about the Sky subscription thing. So they're saying that the Sky subscription thing is looking more likely that it will be most likely canceled. And sooner than later, they will be axing that whole situation. They will not be even worried about that anymore. They're just going to say, forget about that whole situation where I'm asking you guys to pay £15 for a subscription. That's not going to happen. They're going to try to get rid of it because Sky and BT have noticed that their reputation has been ruined by this situation with the Premier League, and they are more than likely going to get rid of this. And they did not even want it in the first place. This was the Premier League pushing for the £15 subscriptions, and it's actually hurt their brand and it's hurt their name. So it's hurt the Premier League, it's hurt Sky, and it's hurt BT. So all three of them look like they more likely than not will now be looking to get rid of this whole situation and move on with how it was before. So we might have all these games back on Sky and BT without having to pay the extra £15 that they want people to pay in the UK. Now, I feel sorry for the guys in America who have to pay for Peacock, because if you guys don't know, they have their own like Netflix type series for NBC, and then people in America have to pay for that, and people in Canada have to use the Zone. So it's happening everywhere, but for them to do it here in the UK, it might be tough. And I hope they do reverse their decision sooner than later. Now, I want to say big up to Daniel Watkinson, big up to MA, big up to you guys in the comment section. That's great news for Martinelli coming back, he says. Yes, it is. We got Daniel saying 2-1 to the Arsenal. Big up to him for saying that. And then, you know what? Predictions are not yet, ladies and gentlemen, but let's go through this. Let's go through this now a little bit more thoroughly. As you can see here, Arsenal versus Leicester. We'll just break down a little of their history. So as you can see here, out of their last 27 home games versus Leicester, Arsenal have not lost once. They are unbeaten versus Leicester in the last 27 games. The last time they lost to Leicester was back in 1973 in a 2-1 loss in September of 1973. And you know what? It's been so long. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. But you know what? You never know with these teams. I'm thinking Arsenal will probably win this game. But hey, history's on our side. Good luck's on our side, and you know what? Just positive vibes. Let's go. But yeah, moving on. With this image of Danny Welbeck, you can see that Leicester have played more Premier League away games against us without a win than any other opponent that we would have in the Premier League. They've played us 14 times, and they've drawn 2 times, and they've lost 12 times. That just goes to show you that is what's going on with that. Then you also got the other situation here. Arsenal's record in October is spotless. We don't lose in October. We just find a way to win games or draw games in October all the time. So our last home loss at home in the month of October is back in 2002 against Blackburn Rovers, where we lost 2-1 against them, and that was back when Henry was in his heyday, you know what I mean? But that was 32 home games in the month of October since then, which we have not lost. We've either won 26 of them or drawn 6. And you know what? That's more positive vibes, more good news on our end. And it just screams that we're going to win this game again, doesn't it, ladies and gentlemen? It just tells you, hey, we're going to probably do it. We're going to probably win this game. And you know what? This is just more positive vibes. Now, more positive vibes. You got Leno, and the defense of Arsenal has now been the second best defense in the Premier League, only allowing 6 goals this season. What do you guys think about that? Our defense that everyone says is so garbage, our defense that has been our Achilles heels for centuries, is now one of our strongest parts of our game. And everyone who used to criticize our defense now has to look at it and be like, hey, you know what? Arsenal have a good defense. We've been doing decent recently, and you know what? That is pretty good. And I'm excited at the fact that we have been looking really, really good defensively. And that is one of those things that you can take away from this and go into it being like, hey, performances have not been great, but defensively, all around, we have shown improvements, and that to the level of which a lot of people did not expect. To be honest, a lot of people did not expect this. Now, I will be putting the link in the description, Samuel, after I go through a little bit more information. Just stay tuned. The link will be in the comment section in a moment. Now, let's talk about Jamie Vardy. Jamie Vardy has been a problem child for us. He has caused us hella problems. In the last 10 games, he scored 10 goals, okay, against us. More than any other player, maybe besides Harry Kane. But he has caused us issues in the last 10 games, scoring 10 goals. Wow. You know what? If Jamie Vardy's out this game, that would be great news in my books. Because you know what? We cannot afford to have this guy go rampant on us. If you remember that draw that we had, which we thought his goal was offside last time we played at the Emirates, he was the one that netted that goal in. And you know what? Jamie Vardy always shows up. Jamie Vardy always tries to have a party against Arsenal, right? Now, let's go to the head-to-head. As you guys can see, the head-to-head all time, we played 144 games. We've won 67 of them. We've drawn 45, and we've lost 32. Hey, what can I say? We have a good record against them, and we should be beating teams like Leicester, even though they have won a title recently and they've been better than us recently. You know what? It's whatever. And then the referee is Craig Paulson. If you guys already know, it's Craig Paulson. And if you haven't already seen, these are the kits that we will be wearing today. Now, moving on from that, what do you guys think is going to happen? Tell me your predictions in the comment section. Tell me what you guys think about the game. Tell me what you guys are thinking. What do you guys think is going to happen? Because I want to know what you guys think. I want to hear your predictions of the game before we get into any more in depth. Now, the team news was amazing to hear that Martinelli is going to be back, to hear Calum Chambers back healthy, to hear Emil Smith-Rowe back in training. All these guys are coming back, right? But there's something else that I want to talk about. Today, it looked like there might be an opportunity for William Saliba to make his debut in the Premier League. Now, William Saliba has not played a game yet for Arsenal, and he's come in. We purchased him from Saint Etienne, and he went back on loan immediately after. But it's looking like more than likely he might be able to play today, because we did see photos of him getting a haircut before the game, looking like he might be trying to get himself looking all nice for that possible Premier League debut. And there's also been rumors that Bellerin, Gabriel, Tierney have all been training together. So when you hear stuff like that, it kind of gives you the energy. It kind of feeds you the energy that you possibly could be seeing all these guys in the team sooner than later. I don't know, but one thing I do know is that this kid is the future, and we plan on getting him in that team sooner than later. You know what I mean? Man like Samuel's in the house. We got Abbas in the house. What's going on, Abbas? The link is in the comment section, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys want to jump in, you can jump in. I want to hear what you guys think. I want to hear what you guys are saying, what you guys think is going to happen. The match has not started yet, but you know what? We're just going to get this up and going. So yeah, so we still got 2 hours. We got just a little bit over 2 hours until the game begins. And you know what? What do you guys think is going to happen in this game? Leicester versus Arsenal. It's one of those games where it's a trap game for Arsenal, but Arsenal at home are really a different team in comparison to being away. If you remember, when we went away to Leicester last year, they ran rampant on us with Jamie Vardy scoring, Maddison scoring. It was not a good sight. But today, I think things are going to change. I think Jamie Vardy is going to be in control, if he's healthy even, because there is rumors that he might not be able to play. Now, there is a lot of people that they're saying there's a lot of situations where you could see their center back situations are not looking good. They got their right back is out in Rodrigo. What's his name? Rodriguez? You guys know what I mean. Ricardo Pereira, my bad. Ricardo Pereira is out. Yo, Samuel, what's good?
Everything's going good, Egal.
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. Yo, Ori, if you wanna come in, the link is in the comment section. Just click on it, mate. Just click on it. But yeah, what do you think about this? What do you think about this game coming up, man?
You know what? It's a bit. All the rivals drop points, and Arsenal needs to win. You know the result. Arsenal won't win. I'm only joking. I just reverse psychology this, Egal. But you know, if we win, we go 1 point off top, and all the people, like you said, everyone's saying that. You said it before. If everyone's in the title race, around Arsenal, everyone laughed. But now if we win this game, we'll be closer to the top than anyone, than Liverpool, than Chelsea, than Tottenham, than Man United, than Man City. We were laughed at, but you know what? This season it's a possibility. I don't want to sound deluded, but it's possible.
Yeah, it's always possible. There's always a chance. But I just want to show you guys some of the people. So they're saying Calum Chambers out, Martinelli's out, Pablo Mari's out, Holding's out. But you know what? We've had updates on 3 of the 4. We've heard Chambers back in training, Gabriel's back in training, and Pablo Mari's back in training. Ceballos is doubtful, but he looks like he's back in training and he could be playing. And Willian is a game time decision depending on what the people say on Sunday, right? On the other hand, you got Ndidi is going to be out. Ricardo Pereira is going to be out. You got I don't know who Daniel is, and then you got Sayonchu, who's definitely going to be out. So they're going to have defensive. They're going to have defensive replacements, a midfield replacement, and possibly doubtful the man who causes the problems, Jamie Vardy, could be out. So what do you think about that, man?
You know, yeah, Leicester's back line is going to be the 2 centre backs for Leicester. They're going to play today. Is going to be the slowest centre backs in the league because you got Wes Morgan. Yeah, this guy is not fast. The guy turns faster than he can't turn faster than milk. Then you got Johnny Evans. They're both like 34, 33-year-old defenders. In their prime, they weren't even that fast. Wes Morgan in his prime wasn't even that good, and he wasn't even that quick. And now, if you just play, I want to see Saka on the left, Aubameyang up top, and Pepe on the right, and just hit him with pace, and they won't be able to contain it.
Yeah, true. And then, we got Ads in the house. Ads, what's good?
I'm good, bro. How are you, man?
I'm chilling. Only positive vibes today, bro. No negativity. What do you think about Leicester versus Arsenal? Do you think we could do it?
Yeah, man. I'm confident. I think you guys will bag a 2-1 win today.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's good to hear. That's the kind of stuff I want to hear, man. That's the kind of stuff I want to hear. Now, before we get in deep into predictions and everything, we know, Kai Master Flex. What are you saying, man? I see Kai's in the comment section. He's saying Arsenal are poo. If you guys haven't already subscribed, go subscribe and hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen. Do me that favor. That would be a solid. And let's go back to this game, right? So what they're saying, Samuel, here is, if you want to take it away, you can see the team news. They're saying Arsenal, right, have started with what?
I've started in a 4-3-3 in the last 2 matches.
Ooh, interesting.
But
They
it wasn't
think
until
they're gonna.
Yeah, I think we'll start with 4 because there's no really. The back three's not needed today. I think if we want to go for it, we're at home and Leicester's backline is shaky, then I think we should go for a 4-3-3 with Partey midfield, with Xhaka and Saka. Or no, Xhaka and Ceballos, and Saka on the left with Pepe on the right, and give Abba a chance to play up front.
Yeah. Ads, what are you saying?
To be honest, I agree with what Samuel said. I feel like Partey needs to play today. I just feel like the confidence would be buzzing in the midfield, as well as the whole team, like including all the 11 players. I generally feel like Partey is someone who could change a game just by being on the pitch. And I don't think Vardy will destroy the defense today. I just feel like Leicester haven't been themselves since they beat Man City. I feel like they're too overhyped in confidence. And Arsenal, to be honest, I see a bit of confidence rising, but at the same time I see a little lack of it as well at the same time. So it's going to be a very interesting game today.
True. Okay, so then what guys need to realize is that with Arsenal, there's always been an Achilles heel. It's been our defense. But recently under Arteta, what we've done is we've been able to find a way to supplement our attack to fix our defense. And that's something that I would say is probably helped us the most in our recent form. And as you guys seen yesterday, the Chelsea-Manchester United game, you guys kind of sacrificed your defense to fix your attack. So what do you think about that?
I generally think, yeah, you're right. We did definitely use our defense to our strong point, and we kind of did lower it down on the attack. I generally feel like we can't use excuses for certain players not being on the field. Like we can't say we didn't attack well because Martial wasn't on the pitch. I generally feel like it was a tactic that we would use our defense more than our attack, and I feel like it was a good tactic for Oli to give to us and the players. I generally feel like it is a good point for us to evaluate on our defense more because it hasn't been the best recently. But you know what? Let's hope yesterday's game really impacts us into the season, and we look further forward as like a stronger back four, stronger back three, and any formation that we use, we look more comfortable in defence.
Okay, so I got Jem in the comments saying 13-0 to Leicester and need an Ajax score. At this point, the manager has been 50-50 win rate. What do you call it? Who? Arteta? Or are you talking about Lampard? Okay, and then Ajax 13-0. That was impressive, guys. But let's talk about the team news. So the team news are this is the, if you guys haven't already seen what I said earlier about the team news, these are the situations. So you got Martinelli coming back soon. He's not fully fit yet. Pablo Mari coming back soon, not fully fit yet, but in training. Chambers in training. Holding's out. Ceballos is back, and Willian is a decision, a Sunday decision if he makes the squad. And then you got Vardy doubtful, and Ndidi out due to a groin strain. You got a knee injury for Ricardo Pereira. You got this guy got a thigh injury, and then Soyuncu's also out with the abductor injury. Right now, going to Arteta, right? What Arteta had to say about Leicester. This is what he had to say, right? It is a team that has evolved a lot in the last years or so, right? They had a really incredible season last year, and it is absolutely a challenge to play them. So he's respecting Leicester. He's saying, I respect Leicester. I respect them as a team. And you know what? A lot of people have to respect Leicester. When he says this, it's not like what Emery used to say. If you remember, Samuel, or if you remember ads or people in the comments, if you remember, Emery would put too much respect to every team. But I feel like he's saying we have to respect them, but he's not going out of his way to go like put them down or big them up too much. I feel like that was a respectful comment. And I feel like everyone nowadays have to say that.
I just feel like Unai did that because he knew that he wouldn't really stand a chance against certain teams, and to respect them, he just feel like he'd lose heading into a game, as if he wasn't really 100% confident. With Arteta, I feel like it's a different story. I generally feel like he respects the teams, and it's not just because he can make up an excuse that he respects the teams and they're a good side as the reason why he lost. I generally feel like Arteta can start winning those games that Unai missed out on. And obviously it's gonna take time because he's a new manager, but honestly I feel like Arteta, obviously we know Arteta isn't Unai, he's not a flop. So let's just focus on today and hope that Arsenal can back a win against Leicester.
Okay, so what Jem just said is what I agree with this. He's saying listening, if all them men are injured, I expect nothing less than an Arsenal win. If you don't then come, I'm coming for you.
If you don't,
No. We definitely have to win this game. We cannot. I agree with Jem. We definitely have to win this game. We cannot lose, right? May the worst team lose. My guy, he's funny. Yo, that guy is funny. I like this guy. But yo, Kristen, what's good?
You right, bro?
I'm chilling, man. I'm chilling. What do you think about this game, man?
For me, if like Jem said, if all those Arsenal guys are injured, you guys have to win. Not gonna lie.
You mean Leicester?
Yeah, if all those Leicester men are injured, you have to win. But one guy I do like from Leicester is Wesley Fofana, the guy who's on there. He's a baller.
Yeah.
He was Saliba's centre back partner at flipping Saint Etienne.
Saint Etienne, yeah.
Yeah.
So Vardy's injured, says Kai. What do you call it? Another man says true, Kai.
So who are they gonna have up front? Iniacho?
I don't know. They might have Iniacho, but if you guys have already missed it, Vardy has been a problem for us over the years. Like, just let me show you guys this. He has scored 10 goals against us in the last 10 Premier League games. This man is an absolute beast when he faces us. When Vardy comes to play, he always has a party against us. He always scores. If you have him in your fantasy team and he plays, guarantee he's going to score. We're probably not going to keep a clean sheet if he plays. But
I've only got Tielemans in my team.
But if he doesn't play, going to look good. But yeah, what do you think? The fact that Soyuncu's out, could this be an area where we could target now having him in the defense and Soyuncu not being there? It's quite different, and Soyuncu is better aerial in the air. I don't know how tall this kid is, but with our players, could this be a situation where we expose this young center back?
I just want to say, sorry, Christian, go on, mate.
I don't think he'll be exposed because he looked pretty composed against Villa. In that first half, it was very good. So I don't think he'll get exposed because he looks like a very good centre-back. But Leicester, even without Soyuncu, still have Johnny Evans, who, yeah, that might sound a bit like a joke, but he's still a good centre-back. So they've still got they've still got decent defenders. It's not like they're putting out Wes Morgan.
Yeah. Okay, so we got some people in the comments saying, "We lie, brother. Salam, watagwan." And then you got, what is he saying? James is a lot better defensively too. And then you got him saying, Leicester are a good team. Still see people disrespecting them. Might have a channel coming out in December. Big up to Kai. If he brings out a channel, that would be amazing. What do you call it? In the picture, Vardy has left Mustafi. Arsenal's number 20, LOL. Yes, he has.
Can I just say something? Can I just evaluate to your point,
Yeah.
Egal? Arsenal are very, very good at attacking weak spots. And if they can actually capitulate today and actually do that, then I don't see why they can't win today. Like a bigger score than I think it's 2-1. I generally feel like if they attack that spot, they have a chance, like a hard chance of winning.
Okay, so Samuel, what do you think about the opposition? What do you think about Leicester as an Arsenal fan?
Previous games now, we haven't beaten them in a long time. On the Brendan Rodgers since they came in, we lost 3-0, then we lost 2-0, then drew 1-1. Even though the last time we played them, we blew them off the park with Saka turned them apart, and we didn't take our chances in the last game. If we take our chances, then we'll smash them. Like, we didn't do that in our last game when we played Leicester. The opposition, you know what? I'm already scared about Jamie Vardy. That's it. Because he's like mid-table Didier Drogba. Well, no, he's better than Didier Drogba. He's better than
Big statement.
I'm only joking.
No.
But no.
Statistically, he
Didier
has
Drogba
more
for us.
goals.
Yeah, but
Statistically, he has more
Rooney's
goals.
got more goals than Henry. Rooney's not better than Henry.
Yeah. That's statistically he has more goals. He has a Premier League, but you can't really say you can't compare. You know what I think? You can't compare different eras. There's more goals in this era than there was in that era. And back in like what was it, the 60s or something? There was like 7-5s and like 8-2s all the time. So different eras, you can't really compare the players. It's tough. Like, you can't compare Pele to like Messi. It's really a tough comparison.
Yeah, then isn't it? Yeah, that if you're saying that, then people who believe Pele is the best footballer in the world, don't they they don't really need to back the proof though, do they, Egal? If that's the case.
What I'm saying is, you could say the best player in the world is the player you've watched growing up. Necessarily, it's not the best player in the history of the world. Like, people can say Messi is the best player in the history, but then at the same time, you'll have the argument of oh, but you haven't watched people play back in the day. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
One player I would fear for Leicester though is that what's his name, Timothy Castagne or something like that.
Castagna, yeah.
Good player. That's one player I'd fear. And Tielemans.
Yeah, I wanted to mention this. Leicester are without their holding midfielder Wilfred and Ndidi, but have plenty of technical quality in the center with Tielemans and Dennis Pratt, and are capable of commanding possession and playing an intensive passing style. Thus, James Maddison has only been a substitute so far. He hasn't actually started a game. What do you guys think about that? James Maddison hasn't really gotten too many starts at all this season.
Well, obviously we know. Sorry, I just want to say, James Maddison. Yes, he has ability. He has a good shooting rate. He's good for far. Maddison overall is a good player, but he's one of those players. They literally come back from. They literally come out from not being in the squad and they come back the same player, even better, possibly. So you know what? I generally feel like I don't feel like Leicester fans should actually be that worried that he's out right now. I generally don't feel like they should be worried that he's out of the squad right now. All I think is that he's a good player. Leicester have got him, and that he could come back stronger. It's just it's just regular football. You can come back stronger or weaker.
When I look at a player like James Maddison, like last time you guys played, was it Carabao Cup, wasn't it? Yeah, James Maddison, he had a decent game and he nearly scored. He hit the post, I think, because he caught Leno on the line and then he hit the post. So he has turned up against Arsenal. So I feel like if he does start, it's good for Leicester. If he doesn't start, it's not that deep.
Okay, so let's just look at some of these facts, match facts. These are like some of those things, those facts that people throw out to make themselves feel better before a match, right? So Arsenal have won 8 of their last 9 home games in the Premier League. Does that mean anything? Yes or no? Something, nothing, or everything? What do you guys think?
It means something.
Is the first thing? Is it something, nothing, or everything? Arsenal have won 8 of their last 9 home games.
In in this season, it could mean nothing because of the way the Premier League's going, but it does mean something.
Okay. Ads, something, nothing, or everything. The Arsenal have won 8 of their last 9 home games.
This guy's on the phone.
Okay. No, Samuel.
You know, home has never been a problem for us. Even during Unai Emery, home was never a problem. When was the last time we lost at home? I generally can't remember. If anyone can point it out, because it's been a long time since we lost at home.
Chelsea.
It does, and then again, Chelsea scraped the win against us because of the referee. So really, we've never been well beaten at home for over a year now. So home's not the issue, just away. And if we win these home matches, we just got to focus on getting a point away from home, and that's the main issue with Arsenal.
Yo, Kai's hilarious. Kai says Aguero is injured more than a WNBA player.
Oh God.
My guy's hilarious. Okay.
Do you watch the WNBA, Egal?
No.
No one does.
No.
Who watches it? Honestly,
I don't know. Okay, the next one. Is this something, nothing, or everything? Arsenal are undefeated again at home against Leicester in their last 27 games.
How many of those games have been draws?
1 second, I'll tell you.
one of them.
So no. There was
The 1-1, and that's it.
27 games. They had 7 draws, 20 wins.
All right, fair. So you guys look good against them at home. But
Yes.
again, what I'm saying about this Premier League season is just mad. So all these stats can look good before the game. It can literally mean nothing. But if we were looking at just as if it was a regular season, like it wasn't this year, that does most definitely mean something.
Okay, so Samuel, something, nothing, or everything?
I mean something, because Leicester have never been a threat to us at home. It's only at the King Power because we've lost 4 times in a row. We haven't won at the King Power since 2015. But at home we've always been Leicester, so that's not the issue. This is just something.
Okay. Ads, you back?
Yeah, man.
Something, nothing, or everything. Arsenal are undefeated in the last 27 games versus Leicester at home.
Yeah, I completely agree with what Samuel said. Not really a threat at home, so you know what? I can't, like I said, I can't see why Arsenal can't just go in on them. I just can't see why they can't. If they don't do that, then Arteta's going to get a lot of stick by the fans, and he deserves to get a lot of stick if they lose, because it's literally a run. It's literally a massive run, as well as the players getting a stick as well, because it's the players and the manager involved. So you know what? If Arsenal win, it's a win-win. But if they lose, then there's going to be some trouble, and that's just the facts. There's going to be trouble.
Okay. So
Sorry, I'll pop it something else. Sorry, yeah.
Time for predictions.
That's all right,
Time for predictions, okay? Predictions in the comment section. Everyone give us your predictions. What do you guys think? What is going to happen? Tell me your predictions. I want to hear what you guys are saying. Because if you guys think we're going to win, I want to know. And I got Daniel here. Daniel, what's good?
You all right? Anything good today?
Everything's good, man. Everything's good. You guys I put a picture of myself in the preview.
It's a good picture.
You're a monster.
You're hard, man, yeah?
You were talking about that. You were talking about that Arsenal game earlier, Samuel. About the Arsenal-Chelsea one.
Yeah,
I was saying that was the last
Yeah, but
time.
Xhaka should have been sent off in the first half.
No, it wasn't Xhaka.
No.
It was
Someone else.
It was
Yeah, why are we
Guendouzi.
mentioning bad midfielders?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
but Xhaka should have. Remember, Xhaka had a yellow and then should have got another yellow in the first half.
But Xhaka didn't
Daniel.
contribute nothing to the game. Meanwhile, Jorginho scored the equalising goal.
Guys, stop.
When
Let's
Xhaka
focus,
got-
let's
Still should have been
focus on
sent
the
off
game.
though first.
Let's focus on this game, okay? We got a game happening in an hour and 41 minutes, okay?
I said you're going to win 2-1. Aubameyang will score twice because I don't know where you're going to get your goals from apart from Aubameyang.
Yeah,
But have you been watching Arsenal recently? Aubameyang has turned into a creator. He hasn't been really the guy who's been scoring the goals. It's been Aubameyang and Saka been creating the most chances for the club.
I only watch them when I'm on Sky. They're on Sky Sports. It's not on
Okay,
Sky Sports. I don't watch it.
So you don't watch the Champions League when Chelsea's in the Champions League?
Yeah, I can try
It's on
to.
B-
But
it's
I'm
on
at work.
BT.
I'm at work when the Champions League's on. I do night shifts in the UK. So
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was just
I
asking.
don't really.
Anyways, what do you call it? So going back to this game, the main thing that I want to know is prediction. Before we break down the full predictions, what do you guys guess? What do you guys think that the prediction is for the bookies?
I'll say 1-1.
2-1 Arsenal win.
2-1 Arsenal.
2-0 Arsenal, maybe.
Okay, so 2 of you guys got it right. It was 2-1 Arsenal. Okay, they're predicting that Arsenal are. They're saying Arsenal have just come off. What do you call it? the situation at Manchester City where they lost 1-0, and Leicester are coming off of a Europa League tie, and they're saying that Leicester might not have the capability to be playing this often. I'm not exactly sure what they mean, but they're saying Leicester need to bounce back and win in the league. And if their poor record against Arsenal shows anything, that history might repeat itself, and it might end up being a 2-1 victory to Arsenal. That's what they're expecting.
Egal, can I point out Will Taylor's message? He said Saka over Foden. What do you guys think about that?
Listen,
Yeah, I would.
listen. Let's not compare these young guys right now. We'll just focus on the game. Saka, let him do his thing. Foden, let him do his thing. At the end of the day, Foden and Saka are both good players, and they play different positions. I don't know why everyone is obsessed with comparing Saka to Greenwood to Foden.
Exactly.
Just let them be. You know what I mean? And then what do you call it? What do you think about the two managers? You got Brendan Rodgers on one side, you got Arteta on the other side. What do you guys think about the two managers?
Arteta's a good manager, good young manager. Brendan Rodgers is a serial bottler. Like, he just bottles everything. So they're both good managers, but like, I don't think I've seen enough of Arteta to call him like a very good manager, to call him like a class manager. And Brendan Rodgers, we know he's a good manager, but he's just a bottler. Is that Tottenham?
Yeah. So you guys don't. What do you mean he's at Tottenham?
He's like Tottenham.
They bottle everything.
Yeah. We know about Tottenham. Egal is a PR with the cap. Yo, my guy's hilarious.
Yeah, 3-0 leads are not safe anymore. Apart from Leeds.
If you want to come on, you can come on. The link is here's the link. Just come on if you want to come on. It's not a big deal. And then I hear something in the background. What is that?
It's not me.
Not me.
It's okay, guys. It's cool. Anyways, guys, if you haven't already subscribed. So this is what they're saying is the predicted lineups. They're predicting for first. Let's go to obviously the Arsenal team, and we're gonna go from the back. They're predicting that Leno, Tierney, Gabriel, and David Luiz will be the back three. You're gonna have Bellerin, Partey, Xhaka, and Ainsley Maitland-Niles as the midfield as the midfield and the two wing backs, and the front three is going to be Pepe, Lacazette, and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. And you know what? I think this is a game for Pepe, guaranteed. If Pepe is healthy and he's coming into this game, Willian's coming off an injury, so I think it's going to be Pepe. But if it's not Pepe and it's Saka on the right, still I'll be very happy. But I don't want to see Eddie Nketiah over Lacazette today.
I just want to say something, Egal. Like, you look at the attack, you look at the midfield up to the attack, right? It's solid, isn't it? But realistically, I look at the defense. Sometimes it looks a bit off-putting, if that's fair to say, because you have obviously you have Bellerin, who doesn't really do much anymore, and obviously you have Luiz, who's a real risk taker. Like, he goes for challenges that he knows he can't win, which is a bit of a problem. And to be honest, Leicester are very, 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 very dangerous in set pieces. So let's just hope he isn't starting today, because I'm sure he'll give away like a stupid foul.
I think Samuel, as an Arsenal fan, will be able to tell you that since we've last played Leicester, that defense has changed a lot.
Yeah, I mean, really, now we're one of the best defensive teams in the league. I know people say it's the way you play. Obviously, you can any team that plays this way, obviously can have a better defense, but really can see the change. Because if you also won a couple months ago, that also will be one of the best defensive teams in the league, they would have just said that, what, you're smoking. But now, under Arteta, he's proven as well for Arsenal.
Can I show you guys the difference between this team and the team that we played with originally? So look at this team that we played with back in the last time we faced Leicester in the league, which was 1-1. We had Mustafi in the team, David Luiz, Kolasinac. Tell me we haven't upgraded defensively with Gabriel, Tierney starting in the left back role, Ainsley playing in the left wing back role.
Can I say something about this?
And then Mustafi being replaced with David Luiz, and Gabriel taking David Luiz's spot in the middle.
Can I say something?
Christian?
Yeah, go Christian.
I don't understand why Kolasinac started that game. He's not good, and I would have put, for this game specifically, I would have put Tierney at left centre back, and then put Saka at left wing back or Ainsley, because Kolasinac isn't good enough to play for Arsenal.
Yeah, I think you've known that for a long time, bro.
Big up this guy. Yeah. Once you're done working out during the stream, come on. But yeah, my thing is Mustafi being replaced with Gabriel and Kolasinac being replaced with Ainsley and Tierney moving into the center back role has it immediately, just like that, it gives you two things. One, better ball control, because Said Kolasinac's ball control is terrible. He has the touch of a baby elephant, as Kai would say.
Lukaku.
He's terrible. He's wearing Timberlands all the time when he's playing. Like he can't hold the ball up. And when he gets the ball in the left wing back role, he at least has the freedom to move forward and he's in a lot more space. But when he's as a left center back, he makes a mistake. They're in. And that happened to us numerous times with him.
Against Tottenham.
And David Luiz being in the middle, he doesn't have the pace to recover. When you have Gabriel, he has the pace to recover. So him being in the middle makes more sense. And then Mustafi, we know Mustafi. Mustafi's just he's hot and he's very cold and just like inconsistent. He'll have the one-off game where he'll show up, but he's not a player that you can trust ever. You can never trust him. He's that guy who just he'll let an attacker go by him because he's scared to give up a penalty, but at the same time he'll give up a penalty in the box for another dumb decision. So you never know with Mustafi. But also another thing I want to point out: last time we played, we didn't have Thomas Partey. We had Ceballos playing in that next to Xhaka. So that was a big upgrade. And I think this is going to be Thomas Partey's debut in the Premier League. What do you guys think?
Listen, I think with the squad you've improved, it's a massive improvement. And you know what? If this season's so open and Thomas Partey could help us, I don't care what anyone says. If this season's so open, then Arsenal can challenge for the title. Simple as.
Oh god.
That's not. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
I don't agree.
No, we'll see. We'll see. I think we'll play the 20 games first before we say that.
Yeah. Let's wait until January before we.
I don't even think United will challenge. So I most definitely want to
The
Arsenal.
way it's going, I don't think Chelsea will challenge, to be honest.
Yeah. I think we're all in the
Okay.
same situation.
Yeah.
United, Chelsea, Spurs. We're all in the same situation. None of us have gone clear of each other yet. So
I thought
right
they were
now,
going to gel us quick.
yeah.
I thought they were going to gel quick. But
No, but you shouldn't expect that. You shouldn't expect
Well,
7 players to gel right away. But let's talk about Leno. Leno made a massive error against Rapid Vienna, right? Last time we played, we had Martinez in the team. As you guys can see, last time we played, we had Martinez in the team. This time we have Leno. Is Leno a weakness or is he a strength? Because
He's a bit
Arsenal.
of both.
give a penalty. Give a penalty.
He's a bit of both. No, one second. He's a bit of both. I'll go first. In my opinion, he's a bit of both. So as he's seen, you know,
I'm going to give a penalty for that.
a bit of his confidence has risen.
He's turning away.
A little bit. But he's still a little bit shaky sometimes, and it's not his fault. We can't blame the black guy either. I just don't know. He's a mismatch. One day he'll have, you know, this okay game, and the next day he'll have a really good game. He's solid. He's definitely solid. I don't think anyone can say he isn't because he's proven himself, but he hasn't proven himself 100% yet. And maybe today, that game.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Daniel, what game are you watching? You're saying they're giving away a penalty.
No. I was watching the Wolves one. Basically, the player slides on the floor and he turns his back round and it hits his hand or arm.
True. Yeah, but hey, guys in the comment section, tell me, what do you guys think about Leno? First, I'm gonna go with Samuel. Samuel, are you back in Leno? Because what's been going on with the people? It's been kind of interesting. If you guys don't know, when Martinez conceded 3 goals in his last game versus Leeds, the people who were backing Leno went in on Martinez, and the people who were backing Martinez went in on Leno after the Rapid Vienna thing. So Arsenal fan base is now split again on another decision, and this time it's something that we have no control over. People are still mad about the fact that Leno is the number 1 and Martinez is gone.
You
I
can
think Martinez could help that.
This is
Those
embarrassing.
goals.
This is embarrassing because you got to back your own player. You can't back another player at your own club when the player you're mocking plays for your club. One plays for Aston Villa, one plays for Arsenal, and you're an Arsenal fan, and you're criticizing the keeper at your club. So this is just wrong.
Lucky you don't have Kepa then.
Oh, yeah.
No, he's gone now. You don't think have him anymore.
Is he in the Premier League squad now?
He is.
Nope. Is he? No, he isn't. It's Mendy, Caballero, and check.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Kepa's not in the Premier League squad.
I'm pretty sure he
Nope.
is.
No, he's injured. He's injured anyway,
No,
so
no,
he
no,
couldn't
no.
be
I
in
mean,
the team.
is he in the 25-man roster?
No. Got 3 goalkeepers. I think he's been dropped out. I don't know. Might
Just
have, I
because
don't
he's
know.
injured.
Wow. Okay. So
He
first we
dropped out
got
before he was injured.
first Samuel. Someone has said, "What do you mean title challenge?"
No, I'm just saying they're saying if everyone is competing and this season is different, everyone's in the mix. So why are we in the mix?
Can I back
It's only
Samuel?
people points.
Can I back Samuel? I
Yeah.
just want to say, Gunner Dread. We can't really criticize Man United, Arsenal, and Chelsea. You can't just criticize them 3 teams because Man City have been poor. They've been really, really poor to their standards that they left last season, and Liverpool haven't been looking the most solid either. Especially with Van Dijk off now, it's not going to get much better for them. So it's all to play for. It's all to play for.
Okay. And then next you got he's saying Shaka in the midfield will let us down, hinder Partey.
No, I'm gonna
at,
head
at
out.
the same. Okay, later, bro. And then what else we got? Leno saved us last year, letting us down so far. Yeah, that's true. Arsenal couldn't offer Emmy a certain amount of game time as a number 1. That is very true. With Leno, he ain't winning no league. That's for sure. He's a tier 2 keeper for me. Wow. Wow.
No.
Can I make a comment on that?
Yeah. Go, Christian.
With Leno, I feel like when you asked about is he a liability or is he something good for us, he's a great shot stopper. No one can deny that. But with his feet, he's disgraceful. And he's not a second-tier keeper. That's a stretch. But Tony Adams might have been right when he said Leno's not a top 4 keeper. He might have been right because for me, in today's modern game, as a keeper, you have to be able to use your feet. And you see the elder keepers like your De Gea, your Lloris, they've adapted and they've learned how. Well, Lloris still can't do it properly, but he can do it better than Leno can. They've adapted and learned how to use their feet. So when you look at it, he is still a good goalkeeper, but I don't think he's at the level where some of the Leno fanboys put him at.
Can I just say something though? Can I just go back to that comment? Gunnar, it's not just you can't blame the goalkeeper for the lack of consistency of keeping balls out of the box. You can't. You have to blame every other player as well. You cannot just blame the goalkeeper for letting goals in. If there is, listen, I'm not saying there's crap around Leno because there certainly is. You guys have some good centre backs and some good fullbacks as well. I'm just saying you cannot blame just the keeper for the lack of confidence in your box. You can't just blame him for that. He's not a tier 2 goalkeeper. I generally feel like he will get his confidence back. I generally feel like he lacks in confidence a little bit, and it's been said by quite a few fans. And as a United fan, I can say De Gea's confidence has been lacking as well. But Leno has more potential because De Gea is way older. Leno has way more potential to be the goalkeeper that Arsenal really do need.
How old is Leno right now, actually?
He's quite a bit younger than De Gea, but De Gea has already proven himself as the first goalkeeper.
Yeah, De Gea's 29 now.
Oh my God, what is going on in this game? Newcastle versus Wolves. It's
What's the score?
mayhem.
What's the score, though?
It's 0-0, but Newcastle just had a good opportunity. They squandered it.
Is this a 0-0 week?
What?
Is this going to be a draw?
Week?
This is one
draw
of those,
week.
Yeah, this is one of those bad weeks for your fantasy team.
Our game was a bore fest. I'm never going to lie. It was boring.
But sorry.
Our defense was
I
good.
just want to say something quickly. Big up to my
Defense
guy.
was good.
Get well soon. You're my guy. Big up to Zayn. What do you call it? And then you think Arsenal are quickly to jump on the players. Yeah, Arsenal fans are quick to jump on the back of players. It's actually kind of disgusting at times how quickly we turn on people.
Egal, it's not just honestly, as a United fan, me and Chris can relate. Our fan base does it as well. We jump on the backs of players as well. Like if Rashford has a good game, we don't get on his back. But when he has a shit game, then we get on his back straight away. We say, "Oh no."
Chelsea fans are the same.
Yeah,
You know what? No, in fact, isn't it really every team's done it? Every fan base has done it to at least 2-3 players. So we can't just say Arsenal. Yes, this is an Arsenal stream, but we have to be honest here. It's not just Arsenal. It's Man United, Chelsea, City, etc., etc. It's nearly every team, mate.
Okay, so first things first, I want to show you guys some of the stuff that I did on Twitter recently. Got me a lot of people getting triggered. So first thing that I did, I put this out. I said Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Lampard,
Why?
and Jose.
I saw that. Why?
Just let me explain. Okay.
Looks
So
odd.
I couldn't find a picture with two silly dragons and one normal looking one, so I could do Arteta, Lampard on one side, Arteta in the middle with the normal dragon, and then Oli on the other side. I couldn't do it, so I just put Jose and I made it all three because I think Jose is finished out here, and I think he's gonna get sacked by the end of the season.
Ooh. So you think St. Tottenham's Day is coming back?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Now, before
I've
we
been
get
back
into
for 2
predictions,
years.
before we
we'll
get
see.
into predictions, the reason why I was getting gassed about this, when a man does this and goes to HD Cuts to get a haircut like this, and he's also dropped from the under 23 team, it looks like he might be in the matchday squad.
To be fair,
that gets me excited.
Hudson-Odoi does that all the time. Where was Hudson-Odoi the other day?
Yeah, true. Okay,
The
so
HD Cuts is a live barber. Very good
Yeah,
barber.
but Hudson
this is
also
absolutely mental. Why would you get a tattoo of
Oh my life.
on your head?
Oh God.
Some people
I'm a
are
Miami Heat fan, cheeky.
no, but why would you get a tattoo?
I won't get a tattoo on my head.
What's to splash the cash in
I
it?
wouldn't even get a United. I would never get a tattoo. Like, I wouldn't even get a United tattoo. Why would you do that?
Why? Because you want to switch to Arsenal.
No, I'm never gonna. I don't I don't do tattoos. My mum would
God,
have
who?
Yeah. What do you call it? Come on, you Gunner says, I can see Saliba starting. Ooh, what a shout. Okay, so I just want to, before I go into my predictions, I just want to show you some of the people's predictions for on Twitter that I've been speaking to. So you got Arsenal Fan Circle says 2-1. You got SDL says 2-1 Arsenal. Another one 2-1 Arsenal. So it's very popular. You got Devil for saying 2-2, right? Then you got Samuel. He's already been on here. He said 2-0. You got AFC Dave saying 3-1. You got Will. He's also in the comment section. Shout out to Will. He says 4-1. You got Kyle saying Kai saying no. What is that? How do you spell that? Whatever. He's saying 1-1. You got Trent saying 2-1. You got George saying 3-0 to the Arsenal.
These guys are confident.
You're saying Gunner underscore Gunning saying 3-1 to the Gunners. And you know what? A lot of people seem confident. So this is I'm gonna. Before
It'll be a win. It'll be a goalless draw.
Yeah, but at this rate, yeah, that happens. I'll be sad. Now, at this point, this is what's happening, guys. There's a lot of people on one side saying we're gonna get smashed. The pessimistic people saying we're gonna lose. Right. And then there's other people who are saying we should beat them, especially with their injuries, and they're in the middle. They're like, I understand if it's a tough performance, but we should win. And then there's people on the other side that are completely going, there's no way we're going to lose this game. There's no way we're going to draw this game. We're going to win this game like 4 or 5-0. And those people are the ones that are deluded.
One thing I will say,
one second, Chris. I just want to say, this puts Arsenal in a very, 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 very good spot to actually go up the league a little bit more. Because you know what, Manchester United and Chelsea, they kind of flunked it yesterday. Didn't play to our 100% extent we were supposed to play.
They didn't want to
yesterday.
concede.
But you know what, Gal? You lot score and win. I'm saying you lot will actually top us, like proper top us.
Look, guys, unfortunately, I have to end the stream. Thanks for coming on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a watch along starting in about 7 minutes. So you guys jump back on in 7 minutes for the watch along. But for now, before I go, at 6 o'clock, 7 minutes. Yeah. So thanks for coming on, Daniel. Thanks for coming on, Kristen. Thanks for coming on, Ads. And big up to everybody watching. My prediction for the game is going to be that we're going to win 2-0. I think we're going to keep a clean sheet, and we're going to figure out a way to win this game quite easily, hopefully. And big up to everybody. My predicted lineup, I've already done it. But if you want me to do it again, it's going to be Leno, Gabriel, David Luiz, Tierney. You're going to have Ainsley. You're going to have Bellerin. Midfield of Ceballos and Partey. No, Xhaka and Partey. And then front three of Pepe, Lacazette, and Aubameyang. And you know what? I think we're going to win 2-0, and it's going to be a wonderful game for us. Anyways, guys, check us out for the watch along. It's going to be starting in about 6 minutes. Peace out, ladies and gentlemen. I'm out of here.